Oh, this one's going to be really good. This is going to tick a lot of people off. What's the difference between being highly sensitive and emotionally out of control? Let's talk about that one.
Be manly and the legends of humanity. Welcome to the Fellowship of Honourable Men and Women Role Models for Boys and Men, because you have the power to be a man in all its glory.
Hey guys, Randy here with The Living Adventure. So, yeah, a highly sensitive person versus a person that has a lack of emotional control or emotional management. I mean, let's face it, most of us have a very big lack of emotional management, and that's a whole different video. But I have met in my travels around this world so many people that proclaim themselves with a label, whether it's ADD, ADHD, it could be highly sensitive person. And the reason they attach themselves to these labels is because it gives them an excuse. It gives them an excuse for their behavior. And so I keep saying this, and I'm very adamant about that. High sensitivity has nothing to do with emotional being. They're two separate entities. Now, granted, one triggers the other. I get that part. But you can be highly sensitive and have complete emotional control or emotional management. And you can be less sensitive than non-sensitive to that degree and have extremely violent and irrational emotional outcasts. And so we often confuse the two. We often think that, oh, you're too sensitive, No, it's got nothing to do with our sensitivity as highly sensitive people. It's got everything to do with a person and their inability to control their emotions. But these people that have this inability to control their emotions, be it trauma-based or whatever might be causing it, want a label. They want a label. And the label that comes closest to describing who they are is doing us a disservice as highly sensitive people. So they attach their lack of emotional control to being highly sensitive. And that's not the situation. The situation is that they lack emotional control, emotional management. And small little triggers, can bring out this emotional character that they've got, and they just let it fly free. Highly sensitive people or highly responsive people, we're a completely different character. We pick up on details. We have this intuitive sense. We have this ability to see things and hear things and know things just because of our senses and the way that we absorb feeling and energy around us. That doesn't mean we lose our emotional control. It doesn't mean we lack emotional management. It means that we understand more. We pick up on more. And so one of the most dangerous things on this planet is fear. And what drives fear the most? The unknown. And so these people that are running around losing emotional control are really looking at the world in an unknown fashion. Whereas highly sensitive people, we're absorbing the environment. We know way more. We understand way more. We're seeing way more. Now, granted, some of it is overwhelming. The loud noises, the flashing lights, the intensity of the energy in a room, can be overwhelming. I get that part. And just like the emotion side of it, we can manage that. We can learn how to manage our high sensitivity. But we can also learn to manage our emotional being. And we need to learn to not merge these two together as one entity. They are two separate entities. And so I hope that makes sense to you, because I've just seen it so many times, man, that we as highly sensitive people get challenged with emotionally low controlled people, and we're the ones called too sensitive. And it's got nothing to do with sensitivity. It's got everything to do with emotional control. All right, guys. I knew this would piss some people off. Cheers.
Before you go, you're invited to continue the Be Manly and the Legends of Humanity journey. Subscribe to our YouTube and become a patron, where you can become a courageous crusader, a wise warrior, a daring dynamo, and even an ascending avenger. Here you'll find all the tools to become a man in all its glory. We're honoured to walk side by side with you on this extraordinary adventure. Together, we're unleashing the full power of manhood, creating a better world for everyone.